everyone. Today we are going to study transistor in CB, CC and CE configuration along with current gain and relationship between alpha and beta. In our earlier video we have seen what is BJT, that is the transistors, and its block diagrams. So let us study the CB configuration, CE configuration and CE configuration. We know transistors can be used as an amplifier and they are in the three configuration, that is CE, CB, CC. Okay, in this we are going to see the CB configuration. As the name suggests, the common base or grounded base configuration, the base connection is common to both input signal and the output signal, with the input signal being applied to base and the emitter terminals. Okay, the corresponding output signal is taken between the collector and the base. Okay, whereas the base terminal grounded or connected to fixed reference voltage point. The input current is flowing into the emitter is quite large, as it is the sum of base current and collector current. Therefore, the collector current output is less than the emitter current input, representing in a current gain for this type of circuit of 1 or less. Or we can say that in common base configuration attenuates the input signal. It has very low input impedance which will give very low output impedance with very low amplification. Now let us see the another type of configuration, that is CC configuration, that is common collector configuration. In this configuration, collector is connected to ground. Hence, common collector is sometimes called grounded collector also. The input signal is applied to the base. The output signal is taken from the emitter. Okay, the common line is connected to the collector. It has low output impedance for high input impedance, and the gain for this configuration is very good as compared to that of CB configuration. Now let us see the transistor in CE configuration. Here we can see the diagram for CE configuration, where we can observe this emitter is grounded, and that's why sometimes it is called common emitter as grounded emitter. In this configuration, the emitter is connected to ground and input signal is applied to the base. The output signal is taken from the collector. The common line is connected to the emitter. This means this emitter is for input as well as for output. The input impedance will be high, output impedance will be medium, and the gain for this configuration will be very low. So let us see now what is current gain beta. The current gain of the transistor from the collector terminal to the base terminal is defined as the ratio of collector current to base current. That is, IC by IB will give the beta, that is the current gain. The value of beta can be large up to 200 for standard transistors, and it is this large ratio between IC and IB that makes transistor a useful amplifying device. Beta has no units as it is a ratio. Now let us see current gain alpha. The current gain of the transistor from the collector terminal to the emitter terminal is defined as the ratio of collector current to emitter current. That is, IC by IE is equal to alpha. Alpha is the function of the transistor itself. And the emitter current IE is the product of very small base current plus a very large collector current. The value of alpha is very close to unity, and for a typical low power signal transistors, this value ranges from about 0.95 to 0.99. Let us see the relation between alpha and beta. The DC current gain is the ratio of output current to input current, isn't it? So we'll take beta is equal to IC by IB, and IE is equal to IB plus IC. This is from the Kirchhoff circuital law, we can say, as per the circuit diagram. Also, the current gain alpha is equal to IC by IE. So here we can say IE is equal to IB plus IC, or we can write this IE as IC by alpha. So IB plus IC is equal to IC by alpha, and this can be written as IB is equal to IC times 1 minus 1 by alpha. But beta is equal to IC by IB, isn't it? So this IC by IB or similarly this beta is equal to IC by IB, and by using this equation only we can say that, or simply here we are substituting this IC by IB as beta. So this will be 1 upon 1 minus 1 by alpha, which is equal to alpha upon 1 minus alpha, and this is nothing but beta. So beta is equal to alpha upon 1 minus alpha, and alpha is equal to beta by beta plus 1. If suppose alpha is equal to 0.99, so 0.99 upon 0.01 is equal to 99, and this way the value of beta vary from about 20 for high current power transistor to well over 1000 for high frequency low power type bipolar transistor. The value of beta for most standard NPN transistors can be found in the given data or known data, and it is ranging from 50 to 200. So like this we can calculate this by substituting simply the value of alpha, we can find out the value of beta, and by substituting the value of beta we can find out the value of alpha. So in this way the beta and alpha are related, that is beta is equal to alpha upon 1 minus alpha, and alpha is equal to beta upon beta plus 1. Okay, so with this I stop here. Thank you so much.